Hello, welcome to another boxing video. So I know obviously I haven't uploaded a video for nearly 3-4 months now. I've been really busy. I finished my university degree and I'm now working, but that's just an explanation. So sorry I haven't made a video for a while, but I'm slowly getting back into it. And since my last video, which was the Amir Khan vs Canelo Alvarez fight prediction or fight review, of course a lot has happened during that time. So Canelo Alvarez obviously has beaten Liam Smith, Cardi Golovkin has beat Kell Brook as well, Manny Pacquiao is fighting Jesse Vargas as well, Andre Ward is fighting Sergey Kovalev, and Tyson Fury is pulled out of his defence against Klitschko. Anthony Joshua has got a fight scheduled, rumoured to be fighting soon as well. So a lot is happening in the world of boxing at the minute. So today I'm going to be doing the, I guess, probably the biggest fight of this year first, and if I have more time soon I'm going to try and maybe recap on some of the other boxing videos, so boxing matches that happened recently that I watched, because I did watch the Kell Brook Golovkin fight and I wasn't doing reviewing it, but as I said I've been quite busy, which is not really an excuse, but yeah, so today I'm going to be doing Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev, or Kovalev, I think that's how you say it, I can't pronounce it, sorry, but which is in, I think it's November the 19th, I think, if I'm correct, which would be for the WBA, IBF and WBO light heavyweight titles. So Andre Ward is seen as one of the best boxers in the world at this current point, has been for the last number of years, probably the last, I guess, 5-6 years, continuously around first, second. When Floyd Mayweather was active, Andre Ward, when he was actually fighting regularly, was seen as maybe number 2 pound for pound best fighter in the world. People say people say now Golovkin is obviously the current WBA, WBC, IBF, IBO middleweight champion, but again it's down to opinions. So Andre Ward is fighting Kovalev, light heavyweight. This is going to be a big fight because Andre Ward is one of the best fighters in the world at the minute. Sergey Kovalev, probably the best light heavyweight in the world at the minute. Explosive power, he's tough, he's beaten some decent people as well. Andre Ward, as many people do know now, beating the likes of Miguel Kessler, Carl Froch as well, Arthur Abraham. So he's beaten some tough opponents, and I know he's had inactivity as well, but because he's fought 3 times in the last 3 years, maybe 4 times, which is slowly getting back there. I know he had some promotional issues as well, and I think like a court battle or something like that, and they got injured as well. I think that's exactly what happened. I'm not sure entirely because it did sort of rumble on for quite a while, but I think Andre Ward will probably win this fight because he's the better skilled as well, undefeated, just like Kovalev is. But Andre Ward, for me, is the better boxer. He's quicker, he's got better skills. Toughness, I mean, I know it's important, but it's not like the be or end all of boxing. But Andre Ward is a tough fighter as well, and he can hit hard. Just because he might not have the record of knockouts like Kovalev does on his record, doesn't mean that Andre Ward can't punch, because I've seen him many times over his career, and he can hit very hard. So people need to stop underestimating Ward's power. I mean, Kovalev does have really good power, and if he does connect on Ward's chin or down below to hurt him, who knows what might happen. But I just think at the minute Ward is just a better boxer, and it's got so many more advantages over Kovalev. I do think that I'm not saying it's going to be an easy fight, because it's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a great fight, and you'll be silly to miss it, because Andre Ward's got the skill, the speed, just the natural ability. Hasn't lost since he was like 12 years old or something, and he's 33 now or something like that. Olympic gold medalist as well, which is always or silver, I think. So it's always an achievement if to win Olympic gold, to have a good amateur background. And he's pushed on now in the pros, collecting various belts as well in the super middleweight division. Kovalev is a great fighter as well. I mean, he's tough and he's got 3 belts, and you can't not be a good fighter if you don't have 3 belts. But I just think if it comes down to skill and natural ability and speed, and if you just add up the sort of advantages over disadvantages, then of course Andre Ward has got much more. But because Kovalev got the power, he can just flatten you with one punch because he's got that natural power. If Kovalev does win, I do think that, I don't know, I mean, it can't be seen as 50-50 because people I listen to on podcasts and online, people have been giving it to Kovalev, people have been giving it to Andre Ward as well. So it's all varies on people's opinions, but if he does win, then it would be a huge win, of course, for him. If Andre Ward did lose, I mean, yeah, it would dent obviously his credentials as well, losing his unbeaten streak as well, and it probably would knock him down maybe a few rankings in the pound for pound list as well. But I do expect him to win. If he does win, of course, it'd be two-weight world champion as well, holding multiple belts. He could maybe go against Adonis Stevenson, who's the current WBC and Ring Magazine light heavyweight title holder. But from what I've been hearing recently on podcasts I've just listened to, people have been saying, especially in the podcast I listen to as well, people have been saying that he's got old, quite old recently as well, due to like, I think he's 38 years old as well, which is pretty old. I mean, in boxing terms, that's still reasonably good if you look after yourself. Well, look at Bernard Hopkins. He's like 80 years old now or something, and he's still fighting. It's just ridiculous. So if he can do it, then Adonis Stevenson can do it. But I think because Adonis Stevenson's got power and speed, and if he loses one of those two, then it might be a different sort of scenario for him. But time will tell. But if Andre Ward does win, I think he can push on. But then it all depends. Just say, for example, he cleans out the light heavyweight division, which he can do because he's got the ability. Where does he go next? Does he go up to the cruiserweight division? I heard a rumour that he wants to go to heavyweight as well, which he can do, but it'll just take him time because he can't build up muscle and just like that and expect to just win. If he does go to heavyweight, the heavyweight division is not as good as it used to be like back in like the 90s and 80s and the 70s, but of course it's still it's got some good fighters. Then Joshua, Tyson Fury, Klitschko's still there, Joseph Parker as well, Deontay Wilder. You've still got some good people there, but I'm not sure how he would fare because he's not in that division yet. So just time will tell what's happened. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. If Andre was going to win, if Kovalev's going to win, just express your opinions. I always want to know what people think as well. And as I said, sorry for the slow uploads, but now I'm getting back into it as well. I will be doing some, I guess, fight reviews on our Never Fights, and I'll be doing the Manny Pacquiao fight as well, which is in November, I think early November, which is for the WBO welterweight title against Jesse Vargas. I've got lots on it as well. I'm also going to do the Conor Alvarez fight, the Kell Brook fight as well, which I just said. So I've got a lot of videos to put out, and they'll be uploaded whenever I can find the time to do it. This has been my update / Andre Ward vs Sergey Kovalev fight prediction video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video.